Hey Notion friends! In this video, I'm going to share how I use Notion for school. Just to let you know, I am now currently at my second year of college taking up mechanical engineering. So my Notion setup might not be suitable or a bit lacking for some who are taking different programs. But I can make sure that my Notion setup is not that complicated at all. In fact, I just mainly use Notion for task management and reference notes. This is my Notion dashboard, specially built for my university life. First thing first, let's talk about the navigation bar or navigation section. The navigation section basically contains the main parts of this setup. So I have courses, work, grade tracker, ebooks, curriculum, archived courses, electives, career goals, and study plan. Inside courses, as you have guessed, it's where my courses for this term are located. So once you click one, a side peek view should appear and you can now view everything about that specific course. For example, in art appreciation, I have indicated its properties such as course code, its description, credit units, resources, and all. I've also included additional details such as the instructor's name and his or her email address. And if my professor gave us the course syllabus, I'm going to embed it here. Then, I have also included an embed Zoom meeting link here since some of my courses still teach in online modality. Lastly, I have added a database for my weekly lectures. My university really has a fast-paced teaching, so we have weekly lectures with different topics. As what I have said earlier, the second thing I use Notion for is to have reference notes. In this database, I have embedded files such as videos, links, and other resources. I also take down notes in here, well, for some courses only. Since I am an engineering major, I have more physical notebooks than digital ones. I really love the feeling of writing down formulas and mathematical problems on physical paper. And that's it for this section. Now proceed to the second part where I spend most of my time with. Tada! Here is my workstation in Notion. As you can see, I have three sections here: the to-do list, reminders, and the revisions. These databases can be found within the navigation section. So first, I have assignments where I manage all my tasks and track them down. Seeing this database empty is probably one of my greatest achievements. No, just kidding. Well, there's 1 in 1,000 chance of that happening, and that's when I do not succumb to procrastination. Anyway, this database has 4 views. The first view lists all my tasks, assignments, projects, reports, etc. without any filters. Next, the second view lists all tasks that are due within the next 7 days. Then it also lists my overdue task, things that I failed to do or submit on time. Finally, the completed task, which does not require any further explanation. Now, let me explain how this database works. I have worked my way through making this database automated and simple to navigate. First thing you'll notice is the priority column. Well, this is a formula type property which basically states which item is urgent or nearing its due date. I have used color codes to make them distinguishable. Green for low priority, yellow for medium, red for high, purple for overdue, and white for completed items. The way this works is by counting the number of remaining days before the due date. Here is a priority formula I used to make this automated. The way this works is when an item will change into green when its due is specified more than 1 week from the current date. Next, it will turn into yellow when remaining days are within the week. Then, it will turn into red if its due date is 3 days from now. Let me show you an example. Let's try to change the due date for activity 1. So today is November 13 and I want it to be changed into yellow priority or the medium priority. As I've said, it should be within the week, so 7 days. So November 18 is within the week. Let's try changing it to this. Here, as you can see in the time remarks property, there's a remaining 5 days before its due date. That's why the priority changed into yellow or medium priority. How about it is more than 1 week from now? It will then change into low priority or the green color code. Next, how about if it is yesterday? Here, it will show a purple color code, which basically means it is an overdue item. You can also view this overdue item on the overdue data view. And once you set the status for an item into a complete status or done status, then it will turn into white. Next variable I have incorporated into the priority formula column is how urgent and important that item is. So for example, A1 inside paper is due 5 days from now. That's why it has a medium priority. But if I stated that it is important and urgent, then it will move into the highest priority. And that's how priority column works. Next is the time remarks formula column. Like the priority, it also has a formula type. Basically, time remarks is a countdown feature that counts the remaining days and hours before the due date. And yes, you can also track the number of hours. So for example, I have to submit this task before 11:59 p.m. Then I can just include time in the due property. As you can see, As soon as I included time in my due property, time remarks automatically included the number of hours before it's due. And that's how time remarks works. By the way, I have also included the formula for time remarks on the bottom page, so you can easily manipulate and change it to the way you want. Next thing I want to talk about this assignment section is the two different things I have in this database. So basically, we have an assignment item and we also have a project item. I made two templates for users or for me to easily create an item. So I have a new assignment and a new project. The difference between the two is normally the amount of workload. Projects usually contain various parts. Therefore, I have made a template specifically for that purpose. Let's take this laboratory report 1 as an example, or this activity 1. This is a group project and it has two subtasks. I have included files and notes sections down here just in case I have to put something in there. And that's basically it for assignment database. It's actually the highlight of my workstation since I do everything in here. The next section is the reminders. This section consists of a single database where I can add announcements, school events, and exam schedules. This comes pretty useful when I forget things here and there. So yeah, I just made it to help me remember things. And the last section is my secret to acing my exams: revisions. You have probably heard of the method spaced repetition, right? Well, that's basically the method I use to overcome my incapable brain. So here I made a database that lists all lectures that I want to review or the topics that I find difficult to understand or grasp. First, I list the name of the topic. Then, specify the course and the last time I reviewed the material. From that time, I will conduct a self-evaluation of whether I have fully mastered the topic or not. Under the mastery column, I have listed 3 options: beginner, advanced, and ace. The mastery level will trigger and indicate the number of days before my next review session for that certain topic. For example, I set my mastery level for the different types of diodes to beginner. Then, from November 10, my next review session should be on November 13. But if I decided to change my level to advanced, then my next review session will happen 5 days after my last review, November 15. Until I have achieved the mastery level of ace, the topic will remain on this database view. Once a topic reaches ace level, then it will disappear from the list of ongoing revisions. And that's the 3 main sections of my workstation on Notion. The following sections of this template is very customizable, such as the grade tracker, Ebooks, where I list all my ebooks and resources or materials. Curriculum, you can basically customize it to the way your program works. The archived courses, where I can drag my current courses into it after the term ends. Electives, so these electives I have to take them on next year, since next year is going to be my third year in college. So yeah, it is pretty customizable to the way you want. Career goals. So as early as today, I have researched the things that I want to achieve in my career as a mechanical engineer student. So these are the goals that I want to achieve by the time I graduate, or by the time that I pass my college exam. And I have also listed the possible career choices that I want to take, such as a CAD engineer, design engineer, automotive engineer, mechatronics, HVAC, and automation engineer. And next, I have also planned how I also planned the way I should have studied. So let's say I do advanced study on the material, listen carefully on lectures, do a revision note, do active recall, do Feynman technique, schedule a topic for future revisions, and yeah, that's basically how I study. And being an engineering student, I think this pretty works well. And going back to my homepage of my Notion setup, you can see the linked database views of my assignments, revisions, reminders, curriculum, and courses. So let me zoom out to this setup. Oh yeah, I have also added a term countdown widget from Indify, which really makes this setup slick and minimalistic. So that's basically it for this template. It is very neat, minimal, simple, yeah, but it is very useful to my use cases, and I hope you can find this useful as well. And I have not really added some complicated stuff in here so that all students like me can navigate through this template easily and fast. And yeah, if you have any concerns and inquiries for this template, just DM me on my Twitter account. Yeah, have a great day, friends.